All right, Mr. Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? So I want to make this video dedicated to two cities that I have a lot of love for. I tell people all the time, Memphis raised me, Knoxville made me. Like, I was born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee, and I grew my platform and got stuff really popping for myself in Knoxville, Tennessee. For those who don't know, I went to the University of Tennessee. So Memphis and Knoxville are two cities that probably mean the most to me, more than any other cities in my life. You know, so what I try to do with my platform, I can't break an artist. I don't have that type of pull. I'm not radio, right? I just got a platform on the internet. I give news to a crowd that loves the type of stuff that we talk about. I can't break artists, but what I can do is once you get into a nice little position, I can start to discuss you and help your name get more clicks, right? And I can do that much because my platform does get a certain amount of clicks. So here's what I want to do real quick. I want to congratulate two artists, one from my hometown of Memphis and one who I think she's from Illinois, but she's got Tennessee ties. So I want to congratulate two artists who are Tennessee tied, right? Like Layton Greene, I know she spent some type of time in Knoxville, Tennessee, and NLE Choppa, who is, I believe he's from Memphis, Tennessee. I want to salute both of these talents for what their careers are about to, they're going to go to the next level. I think they both made two incredible moves that I would recommend to an artist who's in the position to make these type of moves. And I also want to send some love to my homie G Styles. I'm so happy for you, boy. I know you about to take that opportunity. Y'all gonna take it to the next level. Good luck to y'all. So let's start here with Layton Greene, and then we'll get to Choppa in a second, all right? I want to congratulate Layton Greene on signing a deal. It is official, ladies and gentlemen. A couple hours ago, the ink dried, and Layton Greene has officially become a member of Quality Control Music. She posted this picture for signing the contract, and she said in the caption, "Dreams really do come true. I just want to thank Coach K and P for believing in me." If I'm not mistaken, I believe on P's Instagram a couple months ago, I believe he flat-foot said, "I'm trying to sign Layton Greene." And pretty much, to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, 2019, anything P wants, P gets. I'm actually going to bump into P in the next month or so in Atlanta, so I'm happy for that. Look, man, Quality Control Music is on fire right now. They have the top tier talents. They're managing Cardi B. They obviously got the Migos. They got Lil Baby. They got Lil Yachty. They're hitting every base. You know, with the Migos, you're touching the streets. Now they're going pop. You know, Cardi is one of the biggest superstars in the game right now, period. Speaking of period, they got the City Girls. All right, now the City Girls ain't even reached their potential because JT ain't even got out of jail yet. When she comes home, it's on. They're popping right now, but that's going to another level when JT comes home. Lil Baby, touching the streets, probably the hottest artist in the streets right now, Lil Yachty. Any demographic that those artists that I previously named, they don't touch, Lil Yachty take care of the rest. He's got the kid demographic, the teenager demographic. He's got that on lock. Point I'm trying to make, and there's other artists as well. Point I'm trying to make, QC is running shit, bro. Coach K and P, they ain't playing no games at all. And they're moving like the new No Limit, bro. They're moving like the new Cash Money. They got that type of power. They're backing it up. Honest to God, truth. Y'all want me to be 100 about it? They're actually financially bigger than what No Limit ever got to and Cash Money. Now, we don't believe that their brands are bigger than how much Cash Money and No Limit meant to the culture, but they're closing in. Give respect when respect is due. They got 5 of the premier talents in the game right now. And to add Layton Greene, a singer, I first got on to Layton Greene when she did the remix to, like a lot of people that Kodak had that I Can't Even Roll in Peace, and she did the remix to that joint, the cover on YouTube. That shit went through the roof. I looked up, it was at 2 million, 5 million, 20 million. I'm like, damn, Layton, she's a talent. She can sing, she can blow. I want to give her some love here. Congrats to you, Layton. I have not met or interviewed Layton. I don't believe I have not met her yet. Hopefully we cross paths in the future. She's going through big things. Now let's swing over to my hometown of Memphis, Tennessee. There's a youngin', I believe he's only 16-year-old, goes by the name of NLE Choppa. I believe the NLE stands for No Love entertainment. All right, this young dude has a record. A couple of my homies that put me on to this record. It's a big record out the city right now. That bad boy is called Choppa Flow 2. And then when that beat kick in and that bad boy go dun, dun, you hear that, you feel it. It's one of them, right? It's a big time record, especially with the youngins. It's going on a lot of some of the more seasoned rap fans. And he's got one out the city. That bad boy's doing millions and millions of views on YouTube. And he just made a decision for himself that I respect wholeheartedly, to have this type of this type of maturity at such a young age, only 16 years old. Right out of Memphis. Look, a lot of us call it what it is. I'm from this city. A lot of times when a check is offered to an artist that comes from a city, how hard it is to get out of a city like Memphis, like when that first check comes, a lot of people just take it and they dip. But reportedly, this young artist had an opportunity. Record companies like Republic, Interscope, and Caroline were all bidding for this young artist because they see the potential in him. And reportedly, there was a bidding war that reached as high as $3 million for this kid with this one big time record right now. And I think the record is decent. I don't love it. I like it. It's okay. It's okay. But I can't deny the impact that this record has with the youth. Now, at this time, NLE Choppa could have easily just signed over his rights, his masters. He could have signed over everything. And I'm not going to call it being a slave. It ain't nothing like that, as long as you know what the hell you're getting yourself into. But he could have took the paycheck and just went on with his career. Probably could have got a push quicker than what is going to happen with him right now. But he's playing the long-term game over the short-term game, and I respect the young artist that's betting on himself. Instead of signing with one of those labels that I mentioned earlier, he ended up signing with United Masters. All right, this is very interesting. United Masters was founded, I believe, by Steve Stout. All right, now Steve Stout is a very important man in the culture. If you don't know who Steve Stout is, I advise you go look him up. He's been someone that has facilitated some deals for some guys you might have heard of that go by the name of Jay-Z, LeBron James, Kanye West, Chris Paul. Steve Stout is very important. I'll say questionable though. Some of the decisions he's been a part of, or I'll say some of his takes on the culture have been questionable to me, but I can't deny his importance to the game. Steve Stout's a fixture in hip hop, right? Whether you love him or not. He launched this United Masters project, and I believe it has a chance to be the future, right? If enough artists co-sign it. What United Masters does, it gives artists an opportunity just to pay United Masters instead of having to get a label involved. United Masters is like, it's 2019. Yo, you don't need to be on this label to promote your music. Really, the most important thing you need is that damn phone, if you know what you're doing. So they're going to distribute your music everywhere from Spotify to YouTube to SoundCloud. And what you do is you split the royalties while the artist maintains their full rights to their master recordings. That is a big deal, ladies and gentlemen. Some of the biggest artists in the world, and you'll be surprised if you looked at this list. Some of the biggest artists you could ever think of don't own their masters, ladies and gentlemen. Meaning they don't technically own their music. Meaning when you stream them records of a lot of artists from like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, or even an artist like from yesterday, right? Like, they don't own their masters, so the bulk of that money does not go to them. Prince was talking about this back in the day, God rest the dead. Jay-Z has been somebody who we notoriously know owns his music, most of it at least. And there's another Chance the Rapper's been somebody who's been very, very influential in saying, look, I own my masters, I own all my stuff, I'm independent. Very big deal going forward for artists to understand their worth, understand what labels do for you and what they don't do for you. And you kind of got to balance out. Do I want to sign with a label, take that quick bag, but they kind of own me for the rest of my career? Or do I want to take a chance on me, play the slow game and have to kind of find other ways, creative ways to fund, promote my projects and everything that goes around it myself? NLE Choppa is taking the route of doing it himself. He's going to pay United Masters. I'm sure they worked out some type of agreement that helps him starting out. And pretty much this kid will own his masters at the end of the day. That's the big thing. Let's say this Choppa Flow record takes off, becomes the biggest record in the country in a couple months, right? Let's say it takes off. Okay, NLE Choppa will look back and be like, damn, this record didn't take off because of my label. They helped fund it and put it in bigger spots. This record took off because it connected with the streets. Like Block Boy had a dance shoot like last year. That thing took off, became the biggest dance in our country for a stretch. And that thing took off because of the streets. There was nothing a label could have did for that record, right? So NLE Choppa's like, yo, I want to keep my masters and I appreciate what he's doing. Matter of fact, he gave a statement on why he decided to rock with Steve Stout. He said, Steve told me everything they could. They trusted me and I trusted them. I get to own all my music, so it's just a better deal than a label. I want to be able to have my own label so I can build something from the ground up. In 10 years, I want to look back and think I created something big. Congratulations to NLE Choppa. He's working with United Masters. And I want to congratulate Layton Greene on signing with QC. I'm not 100% sure if she has a management deal or she's officially signed to P and Coach K. I'm sure that will come out in the future. I thank you guys so much for the time, love, support. It means the world to me to be able to do videos like this. And we still do numbers on crap like this, man. Thank y'all so much for the time, love, support. I don't take it for granted. Congrats to these young artists. I wish y'all nothing but the best in y'all careers. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. They are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.